Hey, what's up? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Jennifer Lopez, this divorce is getting really, really sad. Either that or you trying to cover your tracks, y'all. What am I talking about? There was this insane article that came out this morning, and I actually didn't believe it until I saw the pictures that Jennifer Lopez was flying economy to Paris. Jennifer Lopez was flying economy from Italy to Paris, right? In a tracksuit. And when I first heard that, I was like, oh my God. I saw the pictures. J Lo looks so sad. They're saying she looks embarrassed to be there. They're saying all this stuff about divorce rumors. And I did a little digging, and people are saying that there's only one or two things going on. So, baby, we're going to play Choose Your Own Adventure. I'm going to let you know two things that I've been reading about or hearing, and you let me know which one you think is more probable. Okay. Option A. Jen is begging for Ben Affleck to come back. Ben Affleck just did an interview a couple days ago saying Jennifer's fame is bananas. He took his ring off while he was eating out lunch with his daughter. I will say this, Ben looked to me, I'm no doctor, but he looks like he's back on something. And yeah, baby, somebody said, listen, whoever it is, don't drink Ben's vodka tonic or whatever he got sitting on the table looking like Sprite and orange juice. But all jokes aside, hold on really quick, guys. He's back on the sauce, according to some people. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm saying what it looks like, right? Um, and he's been saying that Jennifer's fame was too much, basically using the same excuses he used back in 2002. Jennifer, J-Lo, doesn't seem to take the hint that he's just over you, sweetie. He never was that into you. Someone that was into you wouldn't have cared if you had flop movies. They wouldn't have cared if the media was harassing you guys, which, by the way, that always was such a coward's way out with Ben, because you married Jennifer Garner. You guys had 3 flop movies. You didn't care. The fact that whether Ben stayed with Jen was whether everybody else embraced it and loved instead of standing by her side, that's a weird wound to keep inflicting on someone and to let somebody inflict on yourself, right? So anyway, they're saying that one excuse has been is using is like, yo, like you're too crazy, you're too glam, you're too high maintenance. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. So Jen decided to go back to her roots after her wedding in 2002, right? She tried to act like she was super humble and no, I don't need that much. Let's also think about what she had to do to get Ben to marry her this time. They had a huge wedding planned. Ben thought it was becoming too much of a thing. So she literally flew to Las Vegas with none of the people she wanted around her in the first place so she could marry Ben because he was getting cold feet. What does that tell you about a man that he won't even give you your wedding the way that you wanted it? And we all know at the end of the day, J-Lo, it's important to have the wedding. You can argue on whether she has the right to do that, but that's who Ben married. Anyway, so J-Lo thinks that a way she can send a message to Ben that no, 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 give this another chance. Please put your ring back on, baby, baby, baby. This is just a rough time. We can get through this. One of the ways she can get through this is by sending public announcements that she can also be low key. Public announcement that she doesn't need all the rah rah. Remember when Ben had her walking to Dunkin' Donuts and doing this and doing that, and Jennifer was looking like J-Lo was looking like, "What am I doing here? Ugh, I hate this place. Yeah, I'll take a chocolate cherry frappuccino." Yeah, you could tell. And even then, J-Lo couldn't stop but being J-Lo, which is odd because I'll be honest with you. Let's talk about that for a second. Even that Dunkin' Donuts endorsement, when J-Lo was with Alex Rodriguez, they was like, bet, let's get this money. Now, I'm not implying she should have stayed with Alex Rodriguez because he is a 100% cheater, at least with J-Lo. So no, never stay with a cheater. But they were like, yo, let's get this money. They love being flashy. They love being the brightest stars in the room. They loved being themselves. Plus, they had shared culture, and the kids were like this, right? J-Lo's still dealing with the fallout. And I would guess A-Rod too, of ripping apart the family. Even though that was A-Rod's fault, J-Lo ain't have to ghost those girls that she was saying, call me stepmom, and they spent like 3-4 years together. In any case, she's going back to what she was doing with the Dunkin' Donuts and what she was doing with like, no, I humbled Jen. I'm just going to do this and that. So J-Lo has been trying to send messages through the media while she's in Italy getting her mind right that she's still that same humble person, and paparazzi just show up because she's so important and this and that. To which I say, if this version is true, J Lo, I think actually showing up and flying coach would be more get more attention on you than flying first class or even flying private. Now, the second thing, and the other thing is, I'm like, there was a big thing going on in Paris. Maybe she decided to go to Paris last minute and there were no flights available. But that doesn't make sense either because JLo is insanely rich and she has insanely rich friends. Somebody would have let her hitch a ride on a private jet, or she could have just chartered her own private jet. So that's one. But the second one, which I find a little bit more funny and dare I say maybe even a little more believable, is them saying that J Lo has been entertaining men in Italy. Now I don't know if it's romantic, but she's been getting her groove back. You know, J-Lo's beautiful. She's funny. She's flirty. She knows how to dance. I'm sure she can pull any man's eye, right? She always just picks the wrong person to try to settle down with. They're saying that word got back to Ben Affleck. J-Lo still doesn't understand that Ben is sick of her and is looking for an excuse. So she thought that she was just clearing her head while everything's going on. Word got back to Ben that J-Lo is doing whatever or whoever as it is. And Ben was like, what the heck? And that's why he finally took off his wedding ring to when he went to lunch with his daughter, Violet. He was sending her a a message like, yo, I'm done with you. Again, I think he was looking for an excuse, but let's just assume what J-Lo feels is true. He's not looking for an excuse. They're just having a tough time. When it got back to him that she was entertaining other men in some fashion or form, um, he took his ring off and sent a message through the media of he took a anyway, so they're saying that Jennifer, let me just get to the point. They're saying Jennifer is like, how could they say I was in the Amalfi Coast when I was clearly in Paris? Ben, don't you believe me? I would never do something like that. I would never betray you. They're saying she was trying to sneak into Paris unnoticed. Now, here's the thing. Or maybe she wanted the paparazzi there to change the subject off of what she was doing in Italy. Now, just hear me out on this, though. I'm looking at the Daily Mail pics, and I do want to say that I think that Jennifer actually gave these to the tabloids to publish. So I think it's more likely she's trying to send a message to Ben that she can change and she can be low key. Because think about it. If you saw Jennifer Lopez on the plane and you took a sneak selfie, right? What and Jennifer Lopez, you if she was trying to hide, she would have put sunglasses on, all this stuff. She looks like herself. If you saw her on a plane and you took a picture, one, why what how would you get it to the Daily Mail? How would you get it to TMZ? And how would you know the channels to even sell it? And why would you sell it? This is just a regular civilian. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Jennifer might have had her people take the thing. Some people say that maybe that wasn't a bodyguard. Maybe that was a man she was seeing sitting next to her on Air France. To which I say, Jennifer Lopez is not flying on a plane and dating somebody seriously that got actually, she did date Casper Spark and a couple of other background dancers. I'm not saying they're broke, but she did date them. So you know what? Regardless, I don't understand how they got this picture so quickly. I think Jennifer planted this and she's trying to send a message to Ben. But I don't know. I don't know. Which of these theories do you guys think is more probable than the other? I think she's trying to send the same message she sent to Ben when she married him in Vegas, even though her dream was a huge opulent wedding, that she can be low key and she can be at the end of the day Jennifer Garner. And no matter how much Jennifer Lopez tries, it's you're not going to be Jen Garner because you and Jen Garner have two different personalities. And unfortunately for you, the man you love loves women that act and behave and have the same value set as Jen Garner. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.